and welcome to my channel. Today what I'd like to do is show you some of the fun fall decor items that I've been able to either pick up as I've been out and about or items that I have crafted. So this will be a haul style video. I really enjoy those. I think it's really fun, and sometimes I get inspired to jet set right out to the stores and pick up whatever I saw. So one of the biggest trends this fall is amber glass. And I don't have any amber glass vases, but I have a few other amber glass items in my home that I really enjoy and I think will just fit beautifully into my fall decor. So I'll show you those items. First off, I have this amber glass hand soap. I got this bottle off of Amazon, and I'll link it below if I'm able to, if they still have these available. But I've seen lots of these on Amazon, lots of different types of labels. I really like this one, kind of that modern farmhouse style. So I think this is really cool. And it came in a set of 2 with dish soap as well. And the other amber glass item that I have is actually a gift that was given to me. And it is a bottle of olive oil. And I keep this out as a decor item because I just think it's awesome. And while I'm sure that olive oil that's in here is super tasty, I hate to break the seal on the bottle. So this is something I incorporate into my decor often. I do hope to find some amber glass vases. I think they're really beautiful and they would be awesome for a fall. I think that would be really beautiful in an amber glass vase. So moving along, I'd like to show you some of the busy fall projects that I've been working on. Some of these I did do last year, but I will show you what I've done and hopefully it will get you inspired. Most of these came from items that I picked up at the Dollar Tree and put together. So the first one that I'd like to show you, I made out of the wired jute twine that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree and added some fairy lights. This was so easy to put together. It is 8 of the bundles of wired jute wired together. Add just a branch from my yard as a stem, and I added some fairy lights. I think it's really cool because it's very natural. It's a, can go with a lot of different decor styles, and I'm really trying to incorporate a lot of natural textures in my fall decor this year. So that's idea number 1 for you. The other thing I made out of Dollar Tree items that actually didn't turn out the way I expected, but I really like it. So I just took one of those small round fish bowls and covered it in the natural colored nautical rope. I intended this to be a pumpkin, but I actually think it turned out looking more like an apple, and I kind of like that about it. You know, when we were doing fall decor, it seems like an explosion of 5,000 pumpkins, but it's kind of fun to have something that's a different shape or different size, mixing those together. So this is my fall apple. That was a happy accident when I was DIYing. The other thing that I really like to do is do more of a watercolor paint on some of the pumpkins that you can pick up either at the Dollar Tree, or I picked up these ones specifically on Amazon. They were just solid white, and I have distressed them and done kind of a watercolor paint on them. I think some of these turned out really cool. So it's a matter of mixing different types of paints, incorporating in some antiqued wax, and highlighting the outside, doing a different color in the ribbing. And these turn out super, super cool when you do that. So just some ideas that you can mix up your white pumpkins with some of these more muted fall colors, the greens and the kind of beige colors, oranges. I have some others that I'd like to do still that will be that terracotta color that's just so gorgeous. And lots of different fillers. These pumpkins came 12 in a pack for $7.99 on Amazon, so great deal. The other painting technique that I have used on these are some Dollar Tree pumpkins is a crackle effect. And I've got kind of a faux crackle effect that I've done. You can buy crackle paints at most of the craft stores, but I found that if you just do a coat of school glue, and while that's still wet and tacky, cover it with 1 or 2 layers of chalk paint. What happens is when that glue dries, it causes the chalk paint to crackle, and it causes a really, really cool effect. And I did these last year, and I really enjoyed how they look, almost as if they were made out of wood, which I think is really cool. And I've done that, that different technique on signs that I've painted, on pumpkins, on different home decor, some picture frames I've done with that style. It works really, really well, and it's super inexpensive. The other thing that I made were these cute concrete pumpkins using just some Quikrete, a pair of pantyhose, and some rubber bands. I will say this is the perfect time to do it because it's pretty messy, so you're gonna wanna do it outside while the weather is nice. Turned out super cute, they'll last forever, and part of my favorite decor for my porch. I will say the smaller ones tend to turn out better. The bigger they are, the more that they kind of get squashed, pun intended. So they flatten out. So I would suggest if you want to make a larger one that you put it inside a bowl or something that's going to help it keep its shape a little bit better so it doesn't flatten out. At the Dollar Tree you can also pick up these carvable styrofoam pumpkins, and I painted these last year as well, focusing on that crackle effect as well as doing the highlighting watercolor technique that I talked about earlier with those small pumpkins. And then again, just branches from my yard as the stems on these pumpkins. I think these are so cute. I will say they don't store very well. These kind of got a little beat up over the season. So I may need to remake these next year because, and maybe use a different material so they last a little bit longer. But super cute, especially if you put them in a dough bowl or some other, medium where they can be kind of bunched together. I have an idea to put several of these bunched together in a basket on my porch this year. I also used one of those styrofoam pumpkins to make the ever popular, everyone's favorite sweater pumpkin. This was a good way for me to reuse those pumpkins that didn't store very well and got a little bit beat up over the season. So sweater pumpkins, fun to make, easy to make. You simply just slide one of your styrofoam pumpkins into the sleeve of an old sweater, cut it off, tuck it in. I added some jute twine in the leaf, and of course the pumpkin stem. So now I want to talk about a couple of Dollar Tree items that I picked up to use just the way that they were created. So first off, I have this bowl filler. This is some really beautiful fall colors that I thought would look really gorgeous in with some of these mini pumpkins in a bowl. So I thought those would be good. I also picked up some of these at the Dollar Tree in their floral section to include in some of my fall floral arrangements. Again, really going for that natural elements. These are some dried twigs and some dried leaves. I thought they would be really pretty mixed in with some other florals. I came across this little wooden pumpkin. It's actually resin, but it looks wooden. Our family monogram, I thought that was cute. I may put this on my tiered tray. And they had some really beautiful signs. I think Dollar Tree has done a really good job kind of making some sophisticated signs for the fall season. So I picked up 2 of these. We have this one that says, "Live simply and be grateful." I thought I would incorporate this into my Thanksgiving decor. And the other one that I saw that I really liked was this one that says, "Hot apple cider served here, mulled with cinnamon sticks and cloves." The final thing that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, my poor heart, I just couldn't walk away. These were so cute. So they have these different styles of mini pumpkins, and they're about the size of a golf ball. They're just so darling. So what I'm hoping to do is, for my tiered tray, put together a little crate out of popsicle sticks and have these little mini pumpkins in there like they're at a pumpkin patch. I think it's gonna be so cute. So tune in to see those when they're done. The next items that I want to show you are ones that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And again, my heart be still. I could not walk away because I just fell in love when I saw these. These are actually items that I saw on a haul video that I saw on one of my favorite YouTubers, and she had me sold from the beginning. I rushed down to Hobby Lobby that same day to see if I could get pick up a few of these as well. So the first things that I saw are these picks. So these are little wicker pumpkins. They are on a pick, and I intend on cutting these off, but also putting these in with other mixed items in a bowl, likely. I just really like this kind of aesthetic for this fall. Is this wooden, the twine, the jute, the natural ropes, those kind of things is really the look I'm going for this fall. So I'm hoping that once I have it all together and you can see it, you'll really enjoy it. By the way, these picks were $3.99 in the fall section. They were 40% off. So super inexpensive, well worth the price. The next items I picked up are these super cute measuring spoons. And these were they were $9.99, 40% off. And super, super cute. I'm hoping to also use these on my tiered tray this year. And finally, my splurge item from Hobby Lobby. I always have to limit myself to one splurge item per season, is this pumpkin. It lights up, and again, that beautiful wicker look. It was $27.99, 40% off, so it was about $15. There are, I believe, 3 sizes. The larger size, if I remember right, was about $35, 40% off. This is the medium size, and I believe there was a smaller size as well. For sure there was a larger size than this one. But this is just beautiful. Definitely goes with the aesthetics that I'm going with this fall, and I absolutely loved it. Don't tell my husband that I splurged on this pumpkin. I'd also like to show you a few floral items that I picked up from various places. I picked up some of this berry garland from the Dollar Tree that I'd like to work in with the eucalyptus garland that I'm going to be using on my mantle for the fall. I love that it's got that deep rust color as well as burgundy. I thought these were really cool. They came in several different colors. Also picked up this leafy garland. Again, came in several colors. The one that I picked up has this beautiful beige color and kind of this muted rust color, but there was some that had really bright colored leaves, bright oranges and bright yellows. This one also had these super cute little baby pumpkins on it. So I always get suckered in by the little cute pumpkins. So I picked up a handful of these from the Dollar Tree. And I got these eucalyptus, I think they're called willow eucalyptus. These were from Walmart. They did have the original preserved dried ones at my Walmart as well. I normally would go for that, but the problem is storing dried florals is really, really difficult. And so you have to anticipate that they would only be for that one season. And I wanted something that I could use over and over and over if I take good care of them. I haven't decorated for fall for very many years. I think this is about the third year that I've really put my energy into decorating for fall. Normally I'm all about decorating for Halloween, but this is the first time that I'm really decorating for fall season. And so I don't have a lot of decor going in other than things that I've made either last year or this year. So I wanted to get something that I could use more than just one season. And I knew if I got the dried eucalyptus that was the situation that I would have, is that it would only last that 1 year. So finally, I wanted to show you just 2 more categories of items that I'll be using for my fall decor. In one of my previous videos, you'll remember that I made this crate, and I want to get your opinion on this. I am still debating on whether or not I should stain this or leave it the natural color. And the other thought I had was, should I stencil the word pumpkins, 50 cents, or something along those lines on the front of this? I'm having mixed feelings about it because I could use this for other seasons or other kinds of decor if I don't specifically say pumpkins on it. And then certainly I go back and forth in my home between having natural colored wood all the way to really dark wood, and I also paint things over and over and over. So I think this will probably transform itself multiple times, but debating on how I should approach it for this fall season, and certainly to be my pumpkin holder for this fall season. So tell me what you think in the comments down below. And lastly, as you know, one of the things that I enjoy doing in my decor is mixing handmade items and modern items and also antiques. So I want to show you 2 of my favorite antique items that I'm super excited to incorporate in my fall decor this year. These are vintage items I thrifted over the summer, and so this is their first fall season. And I, again, super excited about how I can include these. So first off, I have this little croc that says Ozarks Pure Honey. I'm envisioning using this on my tiered tray for fall. I think that will be super cool. I picked this up at one of our local thrift stores, And I don't know how old this is. I don't know if it's a modern item. I don't even know if it really had honey in it at one point in time, but I think it's so, so cool and super excited to use this on my tiered tray. And the other item is going to inspire my hutch decor for this fall, and it's this cheesecake plate. I've shown this in one of my other videos. It's one of my favorite finds. I've found that it was from the early to mid 1970s. Apparently these were pretty popular at that point in time, and thankfully I don't remember, but I thought this would be so cool. It's definitely got the coloring that I'm going for, the natural look to it, those textures and colors that will fit with my fall decor. So super excited, very inspired by this piece for my hutch. So with that, lots of different things going on. I hope the theme that I will be decorating with was clear in showing you the different natural textures that I'm going for, those kind of muted colors, and certainly that mix of old and new, handmade and antique. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, that you got inspired to run out to your local stores and look at all the beautiful things that they have available right now for your fall decor, and that you are excited like I am to get decorating. Have an amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video.